Taxi cabs are among the most regulated of industries. You can't operate a taxi in any major city without first obtaining a special permit for the cab itself and a special permit for the cab driver. It can cost $1 million for a New York City taxi medallion, a fact that regulators assure us weeds out the riffraff. What they don't tell us is that the high cost of a permit has effectively turned the taxi industry into a cartel. All of this regulation, we are told, is necessary so that consumers may be assured that taxis are safe and that drivers won't rip them off. And yet, most taxis are dirty, most taxi drivers less than cheerful, and most taxi rides mildly to completely unpleasant. No place more so historically than in Washington, D.C., home to the most notoriously terrible taxis of any major city in the U.S. And thus, on a just concluded trip to D.C., I tried the service called Uber. Uber's not a taxi cab company. It's best described as a cooperative transportation network. Uber drivers use their own cars and are summoned by a free and very user-friendly smartphone app. The app tells the driver where you are and tells you when the driver will arrive. At the end of the ride, you rate the driver, and his rating is visible to his next customer. The taxi cartels, together with taxi regulators, are doing all they can to crush Uber for the very reason that more and more consumers are choosing Uber rather than suffer a cab. Once again, we learn that consumer choice trumps government regulation almost every time. I'm now imagining the Uber equivalent smartphone app for finding a doctor. That's my word. What's yours? Go to youtellmetexas.com and you tell me. And follow me on Twitter @PaulGleiser.